Okay, Virgo, I was definitely going down a rabbit hole, and Spirit was like, nope, you set an alarm. It's turning this off. You went too far. Let's not just gab. And like, I think I just need to have a gab session with my, not my Virgos or my, I don't know. I'm very happy with, what I was saying is I'm very happy with Capricorn or Venus in Capricorn. Because I can plan. I can plan. I can like, yeah, no, it definitely, I love this actually working with Venus. It can be a little tricky, like Venus and Scorpio was a little intense, but it brought up a lot of stuff that I needed to work through that if it wasn't, that planet wasn't in that placement at that time, I may not have gotten out of that karmic cycle that like we just washed through. So it definitely shined a mirror. I don't know if that's proper grammar. Took a mirror and put it in front of myself and was like, these are some things that you really need to work on. You've done a lot of work, but there's more to do. So, okay, Virgo, let's get into this. This is the money spread. We're going to go ahead and use the Kim Kranz Animal Spirit Oracle deck for the primary, and then we're going to be using Kim Kranz, her actual tarot deck, pardon me, for the secondary, and then we'll be clarifying possibly if we need to, okay? So what is your current financial position? Pardon me, all of a sudden I took in a bunch of air. It's so interesting. Like do I need to, taking in a lot of air. Maybe you're talking a lot. Because I'm like, yeah, I haven't done that in a while, just because I haven't been feeling totally awesome, and I usually do that when I'm doing a lot of readings, but like I felt like that was really, really like taking in a lot of air, which like I said, usually for me means that I'm talking a lot. Current financial, ooh. So we have Cobra in reverse. Okay, yeah, I'm getting attacked. I feel like you're, sorry, we got a house kitty here, and he thought she's pregnant or she's just getting really fat, and I'm like, I can't tell. But there's a sign on the door saying, please don't feed my cat. They're my cats. Like, he's like, they're my cats. Don't feed my cats. So she might just be fat, or overserved. Cobra in reverse. You know, Cobra in the upright is like a tense energy. In the reverse, it's one that's out of control. Like, it's, you never know when it's gonna strike. Maybe that's what you're feeling, as far as like, maybe you've been having one thing after another like happen, like out of nowhere. It seems, I say nowhere because we manifest everything, and that's like a hard lesson to learn. So that's not like, when we're in this situation, we can't really have that conversation, right? We have to get past this before we can open up our minds to think about anything that's not fight, flight, or freeze, right? So there's no judgment here. I'm just saying, this is definitely, it's an unpredictable, scary energy. I know this very well. My last Saturn, I keep coming, when it comes to the money thing, like it really is like really been a big cycle. It really has, like I had to get taken down to the like, now what are you going to do about it? And then I had to do something about it, and it just changed every, even though I still had to like put some time into changing and going through that transformation with my finances, there were definitely some unexpected Cobra strikes, right? So this is the current financial position. I don't feel like we need to clarify, but we're going to anyways, just to see. That came out quickly. Ooh. Ugh. Son of Wands, there's a lot of fire here. Even though we have this Ace of Pentacles, there's a lot of fire. I'm just feeling a lot of fire. This could have been a very emotional type of scenario. It could be at work, which could be emotional. But here we have, okay, so let's just get to the cards. We have a Son of Wands, which is a knight in tarot speak. This is a tarot, but the Son of Wands does represent a Knight of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Wands in the upright is a little flaky, not gonna lie. Like they're very passionate, they're very like Aries, like start something, may not finish something, but they definitely have a lot of passion. They're very genuine genuine. Like, they genuinely want to help. They genuinely want to be there. They generally and genuinely want to contribute. Son of Wands, in the reverse, is someone that's just there for the fun. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, which is completely a missed opportunity. And when we talk about missed opportunity, we're talking about money here, right? That's coin, that's palm, something here with the person that seemed like they were passionate and seemed that they were like gonna go for the gusto or what have you, that did not pan out. And maybe that's really why also you may be like on over defense as well. But yeah, something didn't pan out, whether it was with you, whether you flaked out on yourself, whether you self-sabotaged, or it was with someone else. This is why you were in this particular situation, okay? So what's blocking your financial flow? I have to admit, like, this is one of the spreads. It took me 26 spreads. I think I mentioned that in another one. Like, I went through over and over and none of them felt right. And like, I went through Google Images. Like, this is like I'm copywriting somebody's money spread or whatever. And I have no problems like giving them credit for it. But the universe is really specific on which one they wanted to have. And now I'm getting like they're not super specific because I feel like we all have these type of issues, but it's like, I just want to let you know, like, this feels like one of the most, the word in my head says controversial. It's not controversial at all. It feels like the most amount of help I've put out there, like money blocks, like that. Like when we talk about finances, that's when we say like, oh, you're a creative person. I can't be creative if I'm in survival mode. Right? I can't go build it and they will come. I can't build shit if I'm afraid the lights are going to get turned off or I don't know where I'm going to be. And you know what I mean? Like, we cannot operate. We have to get to stable ground before we can even really think about like investing and shit like that. Yeah, for sure. What's blocking the financial flow? I don't like feeling sick like 3 weeks in a row. Like something's got to change for me as well, right? I love the instant money and I'm able to go out and make it, but like now, like it's not that I'm not able to. I will be able to, but I can't count on that. If there were more shutdowns, if there whatever it is, if there becomes like, more mandates or anything like that, like I need to be able to make money online. And there was a really, like, I'm not going to get into it with you here. I forgot to do do not disturb. What's blocking my financial flow? We have ant, fire ant in reverse. What's blocking it? Okay. Because fire ant in the upright, for me, always represents a wound. And that people are, like, going after a wound or everything like that. Right now, again, this is really on point with all of these messages that have been coming through this past week. And with this particular zodiac spread. Is fire ant. This is saying, what's blocking your financial flow? You're not feeling it enough. You don't feel wounded. You can't see the wound. You don't know how... Virgo. This came up. What was it? The last... And it was like, you think like you have more than what you actually have. And this is what's coming up here. What's blocking the financial flow is that you are not feeling the squeeze enough. Right? We really need to, there's going to be a huge expansion in 2022. But right now, again, with Saturn going direct, right? These are the new karmic lessons. Like, they're saying, hey, you need to like maybe cinch down on your spending. Maybe cinch down on your expectations of others or even yourself. Like, for me, I'm just like, I haven't gotten anything done, but I have up here and I have in here in my body. Whenever it's sick, I know it's processing something. That's why I'm like, again, it's like, I cannot depend on gig work or bartending or whatever it is, because if something were to happen again, like, and that gets shut down. I can't depend on that. So how can I? And the universe is like, yes, exactly. What if you get sick? This is the lesson you're supposed to be learning. That's why I've got the sewing machine, right? That's why I'm going to try a different stream of revenue that doesn't, like, because here's the deal. The readings, I am here, I am obviously, but this is not, I am so in love with Clapper. I could have put all of my efforts into Instagram, right? Eventually I get the big whatever, and then I have to, like, close down my personal readings, right? Because so many people are flooding in or whatever, and that would shut me down emotionally. I am here with Clapper, and this is why I gravitated towards this platform, is because it's about the family. It's about the interpersonal connection that we have here on this platform, which doesn't translate into funds. I know it does for other people and what have you. I'm just saying, like, sure, but Spirit is just saying, be generous to Spirit. This is where you give your light and your love, and this is who you be, who you are. If you want to monetize other things, and you go and you monetize other platforms or whatever, and you put that work in here, but this is your family. They're not going anywhere, right? The Instagram could whatever, and I feel like Clapper would, I mean, Clapper could go, but I've met people on here that I know that I'll know forever, and there's people, yeah, and I don't have a lot of people on the other, but I'm just saying, like, it's just the feeling. It's why I kept traveling from city to city to city to city to city. Yes, I'm slowly traveling the USA, but it's also, like, which one gives me a feeling where I could actually function, and really enjoy it, because it's all about a feeling. And then, like, how do I teach people about feeling? But I got to learn that for myself. And, you know, there's all of these lessons that are wrapped up in it. And now I have you, Clapper. That is, like, my family that I'm taking with you, because I can funnel you out. You can go check out my YouTube. You can go check out all the other things that I'm doing. With me, though, I'm here. I am Marber. There's a reason why I wasn't able to get the name that I was trying to get on this. There's a reason. There's so many things, especially within this past retrograde, that I just thought were like, oh, it's retrograde and I have to deal with it, whatever. And now they turn out to be the biggest blessings in the world. And this is really where this is like, what's blocking your financial flow here, Virgo, is like, yes, you have to be down in the details and taking care of all the other stuff, but you also have to be aware of what's going on around you. On your outer circle, the thing that you're not necessarily paying that Virgo detail attention, there's something going on around you that you may possibly not be perceiving because you are so grounded down and focused right now. I don't know. Okay? But, like, I'm getting, as I'm talking to you and as this is coming out and as I'm, like, trying to listen and catch up and all that other stuff, like, I'm taking this as okay, there's something coming. Yeah. There's something coming we don't see. And I don't feel like it's less necessarily like a personal tower. I feel like it's a collective tower. It may be a resurgence. It may be, I don't know. All I know is I've just got this impending feeling that I just got. Because we've got this Uranus square Mars coming up too, which is like kind of a big deal when we talk about astrological aspects. I don't know. Like, I haven't been feeling this as strongly as I have been the past couple days. And I say the past couple days, the past 48 hours. Okay. Virgo. What's blocking? Let's go ahead and get a little tarot in that, okay? Yeah, this is why I have to watch back. Like, I'm like making mental note. I'm like, what time is it? So I can come back and watch this. What are my core beliefs? Oh, what's blocking my financial flow? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and clarify that really quickly. Just really quick. I just want to be as thorough as possible because I feel like these are really big readings and I was not expecting this. Yeah, this feeling like there's no wounding. Everything is fine. Everything is victorious. I'm resting back on my laurels. I've never seen this card this way until what was the last, was it Leo or was it Gemini? That I saw the Four of Swords as a lazy, kind of lazy, like leaning back energy. Not lazy, but like comfortable, content, right? Not paying attention. healing, feeling victorious, feeling good about things, getting over past hurt, there's something that's coming that you don't see. You need to prepare yourself. Do not be too lackadaisical. There's something that feels like a past hurt that's got all of this. Oh, I just heard red tape. All of a sudden I'm getting like IRS vibes. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I need to go ahead. Like, I'm getting IRS vibes. To red tape, bureaucracy, something you feel that's been buried, something that you feel that you've healed from. These are 2 cards of healing. Something that you feel like's been in the past might rear its ugly head. I'm like, let me get 1 card of clarification for all of us. What is this in reference to? I'm using another Lenormand. Is your abundance? Your money. Your abundance. It did come out in reverse. This is a Jupiterian card. This is like windfall of money, something very quickly, very short-lived. Okay, my intentions are set for 7 days out on this. So like I'm like note to self, more than note to self. There's something you feel like you wrapped up and that's been healed, or something that's over and it's not, and you need to pay attention to it, okay? All right, it has something literally around your abundance or money coming in or whatever. And I'm like, as I go ahead, I'm like, here's the thing is like people, when it comes to readers, like all of these things, yeah. Sometimes life stings. Sometimes this is like kind of like it's not going to put you out, but it's not going to be comfortable. See the bigger picture. And it went back. It flew back all the way to this Ace of Pentacles, Son of Wands energy. Like something that didn't pan out with you. There's something that's going on there. We're just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna keep going with this. Take the lead. Take the lead. There's something that didn't pan on. Oh. There's something that didn't pan out with another person, with a flaky person. Spirit is saying, take the lead, do it yourself. Yes. Hard yes. Do it yourself. You had an expectation with this person. You can do it yourself. You may not feel like you can, but you can do it yourself. Hard yes, hard yes, hard yes. Let's get one more. Oh, know your worth. That just flipped up, didn't come out. Know your worth. Yeah. You don't need anyone else. You don't need anyone else to make this work. Ow. I'm like, can I get one more? No. What are your core beliefs about money? Tarot. Sorry, I'm doing this a bit more intuitively. Because like I said, I'm a Virgo stellium. Anything that comes up in Virgo, I'm like, I need to know as well, right? What are your core beliefs about money? You can't make a go of it. 2 wands in reverse. I just heard it's not going to happen. It will, Virgo. It's at the beginning stages. Like, you're not going to get some windfall or her, you know what I mean? Or whatever. Like, it will. But you have to believe it. I like that it's at the 2. I feel good that it's like not at a 9 and that you're like burdened by it. It's kind of like that. I don't know if it's going to happen for me. But I don't feel like it's like this core belief that money is evil. It doesn't feel that big of a deal. It's like, yeah, you have a lot of options. Maybe you haven't had anything that's really like kind of worked for you. And I really am going to pull from my own experience. I'm going to insert myself into this reading and say, maybe whatever you're thinking about or whatever didn't work out or whatever, maybe you just feel like you can't pull it off by yourself. Even though, you know, Virgos, we love to have control over everything. It's all you want is to have all of the control, but you feel like you can't because you feel like you can't do it by yourself. And I don't think that's simply true. And I feel like you're at a place right now that you could easily get out of this mindset. I don't feel like it's like set in stone here. Let's go ahead and just see what the changes that need to be made in order to improve your financial status. Let's just go into that right with the Empress. Wow. Didn't we get this in another reading? Was it Libra? We had the Empress in reverse with the Eight of Cups in the upright. This is the flip-flop of it. I keep telling you, there's these threads that run through. With Strength in reverse. Changes that need to improve. Not being able to move on. Not feeling strong about something, but being the Emperor. Oh, okay. I'm getting a lot of ego here. With the Strength in reverse. Not having to be so in the situation. Emotionally. There's something you need to drop. No, they're saying not need to drop. You gotta play, okay, I'm just hearing, you gotta play both sides. You gotta play both sides right now. Both sides of the team. You're not moving on. You're not, yeah, you're not like strengthening. You are the Empress, but you can't be, okay. Like, think of the Empress, it would be like all three cards. You can only be a third of the Empress. Whatever situation you're in, this is all you need to show. You don't need to push through, strength through. That's not a word. Yeah, I feel like this is a very, like, stay under the radar. Staying under the radar, not pushing through, not, like, may further your, like, maybe you're trying to leave a job, or a person, or whatever it is. Like, there was another, gosh, what was it? And it wasn't one of the, it might have been Cancer, something like that. There was another one where it was like, don't say anything. Keep it protected. Keep it to yourself. And I feel like this is the same way, but I don't feel like it has anything like keep it to yourself. I feel like it's like, yeah, I feel like it's very ego and emotionally driven here because we have cups, which talk about water. But this is like, yeah, it's a lion and it's strength, like it's that quiet strength or whatever. And I feel like Spirit's just like, don't even like secede into the background. Yeah, with this dark, because this is like, move on, walk away from those cups that have been, and it's like, don't walk away just yet. This guy, don't walk away just yet. But you are the Empress. How many boundaries does this person like to cross? Yeah, there it is, right there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and, am I finishing this off? Oh, no, let's go ahead and get a final outcome. I'm like, I feel like we got a lot. What's the final outcome if nothing changes here? I feel like we just got it, but. Yeah, Mother of Cups in reverse. You won't open yourself up to any other opportunities, like emotionally. Like, this is going to shut you down if you don't handle this and what you're doing. You will find it very difficult to nurture any type of relationship or anything like, I love pit bulls. Nurture any type of relationship or anything like that. This will shut you down if you don't, like, handle whatever is going on. There's something going on. And you could easily just shut down and walk away from it, or you could handle it. But you got to handle it very, like, with kid gloves. What's the advice? Yeah. There's past fighting. There's that 5 of Wands right there. What's the advice? Okay. What's the actual advice on this? This went everywhere. I'm going to have to watch this back. Wow. Yeah. Oh, man. I love when this stuff happens. Set healthy boundaries. Armadillo spirit. You may not like where you're at right now, but you can't push through. Like, you're in a delicate place, and you obviously are the person in this scenario, or you may not be, or whatever, whoever I'm talking to that is in this particular side of the story. You're the person that has the ability, the wherewithal, the emotional EQ to, like, ride the line. And right now, Spirit is saying ride the line right now. There might be something, like, that's unexpected coming up or anything. Possibly. Like, I'm getting, it's not. That's a 50-50. That's a 50-50. I think that's for me, like, saying, like, that's not in my, I don't know. Like, I go on feeling, right? But I just heard 50-50. Like, that's not for everybody. But you need to go ahead and just make sure that you're maintaining those boundaries. And you know, when we put more boundaries up, a lot of people can feel that, therefore they want to test them even more. So just be cognizant, be aware. We also have, you know, Venus retrograding in Capricorn, so that may dig up some stuff, especially around, you know, your work situations or anything like that, or how you work with people, or whether people being genuine with you or not and willing to literally work, like go the long haul. That's that Capricornian, like, can you hang? Because if not, I'm going to overstep, like just step over this and keep on moving, right? And love, this is Venus in Capricorn. So anyways, I love y'all so much. Yeah. I'm like, that's a whole nother diatribe. I will see you next time. Love you, Virgo. Bye.